So last week I ended up watching Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this movie is actually worth watching. That's because if you've been following Demon Slayer ever since season 1 and all the way up to season 4, which was the Hashira training arc, like everything boils down to the Infinity Castle arc. That's mainly because it leads up to the final fight of the Demon Slayer Corp versus Muzan Kibutsuji, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, watching that movie in the theaters, it sent a whole lot of tremors inside my chest. That's mainly because the sound effects they ended up pumping into this one movie alone were so good because it made the fight scenes worth it, and on top of everything, the fight scenes themselves were actually very good and interesting to watch. That's mainly because watching Zenitsu face off his brother, it made it an emotional and a very good fight scene to watch alone because you get to see Zenitsu, his whole evolved form in terms of him growing from the wimp that he was back in season 1 all the way to him manning up and facing his own fears head on. But this time he was very conscious. He knew what was going on around him, and on top of everything else, I didn't expect to come out as an Akaza fan. That's mainly because I still haven't forgiven Akaza for what he did to Rengoku. When I went into this movie, I thought, okay, finally we're gonna freaking take down Akaza once and for all. But after I watched that movie, I just felt sad for the guy because at the end of the day, the man just wanted to protect the people that he loved, but a weakling robbed that from him. Besides the storylines, even the music in Demon Slayer Infinity Castle held up on its own. That's mainly because the music was so epic into such an extent that I listened to the whole soundtrack after I finished watching that movie in theaters. And on top of everything, dude, there's that one track, I don't know the name, but it literally plays towards the end of the movie after you finish watching that storyline of Akaza. And I kid you not, man, that song alone just touched my heart into such an extent that I feel emotions whenever that song plays. But if you haven't watched the Demon Slayer movie, I highly suggest that you go watch it for yourself, because literally the screen on the phone or the laptop or watching it on your TV at home, it won't compare when watching it in the theaters, and I actually recommend you guys to go watch it for yourself.